When you can stay the light in the darkness, if anyone has judgment or guilt, that's darkness. And you stay the light, you don't mind it. It's okay. I'm just going to stay peaceful. I'm just going to be joyful. I'm just going to be happy because that's what I deserve. That's what you deserve too. And the topic we're talking about is miracles and mental health. And here's another question that came in. I tend to approach both physical and mental challenges with spirituality and alternative medicine first. I am not opposed to the mainstream approach. I just don't personally believe it is as effective. But there are people in my life that really look down on me for that. At best, it feels like they pity me. At worst, they say I'm being crazy and reckless. Any suggestions for dealing with that judgment? Okay, awesome. Well, first, never meet judgment with more judgment because that's just going to stick you in that loop of being in the illusion where everyone's stuck and can't get out. So, the first thing to do is realize that everybody's doing the best they can, and everyone has had different experiences in life up until this particular time. And if your experiences led you to believe that alternative medicine or non traditional approaches are more comfortable for you personally, then I say, great, embrace that as long as it feels like love. Whenever we feel like we need to be right rather than happy, then we know that the voice of the ego has taken hold of the situation. We can use anything to keep ourselves separate from other people, to elevate us above other people, or to find ourselves in ways that they're unapproachable and we can't approach them and they can't approach us. That's the voice of the ego, the voice of separation. And that should really be a red light that goes on, that you realize that anytime you're thinking in terms of me and them or us and them, it's not loving because love always connects and love always wants a win-win situation. And it also is something that takes a lot more work. So loving and accepting everything as it is might seem like a terribly difficult thing to do, but actually, it leads us into sanity and sane approaches to things. So, whenever you're enthusiastic about something, like say it is something that someone doesn't know about yet, so it makes them a little bit more fearful of it, like alternatives in life of any kind, alternative ways of being. There are so many ways in this diverse planet to be. And when people want to be led by fear, they don't know they want to be led by fear, but they're conditioned to believe that they have to be fearful in order to be safe in this world and to be very vigilant for their fears. When people are in that world, it's very hard for them to open up and be relaxed. And it's not that they're necessarily fighting you. Don't take it personally. They're just feeling fearful of your specific approach, something new, something outside of their what they have as maybe they don't realize as a box. But don't put yourself in a box where only this is real, even if it's something that's an alternative to what other people are believing that you don't see as effective. Just let yourself approach it all with love, that everyone is a work in process. Everyone is evolving here. And as long as you stay in love and in enthusiasm, enthusiasm, the root word is entheos, in God. If you stay in that enthusiastic place and you're sharing things, and even if they look at you like you're crazy or have two heads at first, as long as you stay enthusiastic and you embody that enthusiasm and you embody that health and well being, and you embody the bright light that you are, and they see this, they might want to resist it at first just because remember, it's fear. It's not them, it's the fear that's leading the way. But to stay who you are. And also notice this, that there's a benefit to this. When you live the miracle that you are, the love that you are, the connection that you know it. And if someone else's disapproval can't sway you from the connection and the love and the brightness that you are, then that means you are it. So they're only serving to convince you that the more you live it out loud, the more you experience it within yourself, the more you know it. So they're giving you an opportunity to just stay connected and be at peace because that's what you deserve. And I promise you, when you can stay the light in the darkness, if anyone has judgment or guilt, that's darkness, and you stay the light, you don't mind it. It's okay. I'm just going to stay peaceful. I'm just going to be joyful. I'm just going to be happy because that's what I deserve. That's what you deserve too. So I'm not going to get mad or angry or project my fears onto you that you need to know and love me to accept me to be okay. You can be just fine, even if you're not accepting me right now. And this too shall pass. You'll have a new idea next week. You'll maybe even have a new orientation towards a new thing that you learn or a new thing that you evolve in, just like everyone else. We're a work in process. Just love the process. Love yourself. Love others. It's always the answer. One problem, one solution. You're divine. You forgot. If anyone's having judgment or guilt, they're forgetting. You have to know if anyone's in judgment or guilt, they forgot in that moment who they are. We don't need to defend ourselves in order to be happy. We just show up and be the love that we are.